Hey, it's Eldon here again, teaching another cool principle that I learned that will have a huge effect on your life if you'll let it. And it's really related to the one I talked about just a minute ago on the previous video, where we talked about dropping the rock and what happens every time with that, about principles. So I'm going to talk about something that's a little different spin-off on that. It's actually a formula that can make a huge difference in your life. And when I heard this, it was really profound to me. And it made me stop and think about where I was in my life and some of the things that I'd been doing. And again, why I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. And we're going to end up doing a lot of videos on this concept because it's something that's super important to us as we go along. But this was a simple formula that somebody taught me that I thought was really profound. And it started out with the initials ITAR. So I stands for information. Information leads to the T, which is our thinking process, which leads to the A, which is our actions, which leads to the R, which is our results. Information leads to our thinking processes, leads to actions, the actions that we take based on that information, which lead to results in our lives. Now, what's so profound about that? The thing that's most profound about that goes back to this whole principle idea that I was teaching about a minute ago. If I can always look here at the end. If that R, that results, if I've got results anywhere in my life that I don't like, this formula gives me a simple map to backtrack through there and say, what am I doing wrong here that's getting me this result that I don't like? And what piece could I change to get the result that I really do want? So if I'm getting a bad result in my life, I need to go back and say, well, the results that I have come from my actions. I'm taking an action that's producing that result. Am I taking the wrong action? Is there a principle that says I need a different action in there? And where did I come up with the decision to make that action? I came up with that based on the thinking processes that go on in this little brain up here. And every one of us has one. And there are so many thinking processes that go on in our head that are conscious thinking, but there's a ton of subconscious thinking that's driving these actions that we don't even consciously think about it. It just happens based on all of the information that's been put into our little multi-billion-dollar computer up here for years and years and years and years, however old we are. And if somewhere back in my upbringing I was given a piece of information that was incorrect, which happens all the time to all of us. We get misinformation from our friends, we get it from the people that surround us, we get it from television and the media, we get it from our parents, even when they have great intentions. We get even in church and different things where we think we're going to get great information. It just happens. It's part of what life is about. And so we need to look at the information that's coming in, see how it's affecting our thought processes so that we start taking the correct actions so that we get the results that we really want from the situations that we face. So don't forget that. I leads to T, leads to A, leads to R. And when we want to fix something in our lives, the R isn't where we want it to be, the result isn't what we want it to be. Back up through that formula process and ask yourself which piece in there is messed up. And is it messed up because I simply made a bad decision or because the step before it was messed up? And find out which piece in there that you have to correct. Then you can correct it so that you can start getting the results that you want instead of the results that you're getting right now that you don't like. Just think about it.